That smells like poppin' bees.
What's poppin' bees?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to Beersos.
Patreon!
Patreon!
Fun fact of the day.
What's the fun fact? Give me the fun fact
of the day.
Give me the fun fact, brother.
83% of podcasters that are two boys that drop out fail. Second fun fact of the day.
What's the second fun fact? Give it to me.
Every Beersos episode is 20 to 30. If you're lucky, 40.
Are you serious?
If it's the best day ever, 50. If it is the most.
Yeah.
If Jesus comes back.
Jesus did
1
come
hour.
Back. He's sitting across from me right now.
Oh, that's a dangerous compliment.
Yeah, honestly, I take it back, yo. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Every Beersos podcast episode is 20 minutes longer, 30 minutes longer, sometimes 40 on Patreon. Link in description if you're on Spotify. Link in the about section. You'll find it.
Yeah,
you'll
find
have any
it.
digital literacy, you know where the about
You got
is.
it. Also, we're doing this for free as well on the Patreon, but by the time this is up, we're going to be doing a set tour.
If you guys want to know the deep lore, the sexual, raunchy, gay...
Dude,
okay.
Come on, man. What are we doing, bro?
Actually, but that was...
No, what are we
If you
doing,
want to know
bro?
the lore behind all these things on the wall, as you can see, there is a blank thing.
But why
You know
is there a
what?
blank thing? You'll have to find out on Patreon for the lore, brother.
Ooh, or if you know what?
What's up?
How about on Patreon, we have it so you could submit what goes on here.
No, you can submit your face, and then each week we change it, and it's just a random fan's face on here.
Dude, that's actually a fucking genius idea.
Okay. But like at the end of the episode, then we can compliment them and be like, oh, dude, I really like your cheekbones are great, or your hair is awesome.
Yeah.
And then we can just say nice things about them. Dude,
Wait, that's not even a bad idea.
I cooked that right out.
That's
I
a
cooked
really
it
good
right-
idea. Because if you don't know on Patreon, there's like a community tab,
Yeah.
and like it's popping, guys.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
saying,
our
the
community tab
was
is poppin'. Pop. Oh, I thought we were gonna do the thing in community. You know, pop. You know that guy? Pop.
So, yeah, if you want your face on the set, and you get to choose to be cooked or to be complimented.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because if you want to get cooked, we can cook you.
Yeah, we can cook you.
But like, this guy's not gonna hold back. I'm gonna totally hold back.
I'll hold back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna fucking just annihilate them.
If they ask,
Okay, if they want to be annihilated, we can annihilate
Yeah.
them. But
and I have a color printer,
so we can, okay,
so it'll be HD, nice quality paper.
and nothing
With color.
nothing will be held back there. Nothing will be held back. But yeah, check out the set tour. It's free on Patreon right now. Fucking super
Right
exciting
now.
stuff. Is it gas? I still feel, 5 days ago when I canceled that date on that girl. Also,
And you had to.
yeah, I had to. Okay, well, no, for
Well, you didn't have to, but
yeah,
you didn't. You made the right decision. Decision was right.
yeah, I still feel bad about canceling that date.
Why?
Um,
Explain it like I'm five.
Well,
the
so-
whole episode you have to explain
okay,
like I'm five.
so for context,
By the way, hi if you're watching.
oh yeah,
Sorry.
man. So for context, after you go out on so many dates, it gets tiring because you're
Oh,
spending
yeah.
your time and you're spending your money,
100%.
right?
It's like if you played 10 games of like basketball and you lost. It's like, man,
Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why did I even do that?
This is not meant for me.
Yeah. So, our friend Derek Gerard actually gave me a really wise idea, and he said, try to initiate a FaceTime before you go out with them. And fantastic
You
idea.
can save money.
Yeah.
You can save time. But you do have to know that like maybe FaceTime might just be awkward.
Yeah,
More awkward in person.
definitely.
Or more awkward on FaceTime than in person.
But it's you really get a sense of
a little,
them.
yeah.
You can get a sense of them, and sometimes this works really well, and you end up having like an hour and a half call with them, and it's fantastic,
Has it?
right? Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Who?
With I have to bleep her name out.
I'm just curious, yeah.
With
Gabagoo.
the
Oh, it went well?
the call went well. Besides those couple things, the call went fantastic,
yeah.
right? So I've been implementing this more recently and trying to initiate these calls or initiate FaceTime
And you
before we
shouldn't
go out.
always, I mean, if you go on a date with him, if you've ever been on a date with him, you'll know that this guy takes you out. He treats you.
Yeah.
But if you do that for 10 dates, that's like $1,000.
Yeah, and also now I'm starting to realize, like, no lie, on a first date, like, I'm just gonna go get coffee and go for a walk.
Coffee
with you.
is chill.
Yeah,
Coffee
I'm just gonna
is
do
so
that.
chill.
Like, I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna really put effort into the first one. I'm gonna put effort into it. But I'm not gonna like
Monetary wise, you're investing a lot early.
Yeah.
Like when you know you're clicked, when you know you can click with this person, it's like then you can.
Then you go all out. You know what I mean?
Because you used to not all out, but you used to go out.
Yeah, I used to go out because
to-
I wanted
yeah.
to come up with a fun idea. I used to put thought into it. And
So that's what also like a man is supposed to do a lot of the time, which is like somewhat annoying.
Yeah, it's just it comes with
Probably.
it. It comes with it. But
know,
I don't have to
but-
give birth, so I'm cool.
Oh,
I don't have to give birth. Like I'm chilling.
thank the
Yeah.
fucking Lord,
I'm
guys.
okay.
Dude, we should
Birth simulator.
birth simulator.
I'll do a birth simulator
We should.
for one of the next
Okay.
drunk therapies or the therapy
I'll
episodes.
kick you in the balls.
Yeah.
I do birth simulator. We can compare which one's worse because you know there's a debate.
Oh yeah.
Who's getting kicked.
No,
in the
but
balls
dude,
worse.
I want to kick you in the balls. I don't want to.
Yeah, how about we both get kicked in the balls?
Okay.
And then a day later we do birth simulator.
And then compare.
yeah,
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Like, okay, I'm down. Let's do it. Right in
I
the
think
schedule.
it's birth.
No, it has to be. It's 100% birth.
100%.
No, I think it has 100% birth. But so I initiate this FaceTime with this girl that I was supposed to go out with.
Wow.
I was like, hey, do you want to plan our date for Sunday?
What'd you say?
Yeah, I was like, do you want to call and plan our date for Sunday? And she's like, yeah, for sure, let's do it.
Dude, that's scary. Imagine getting that text and you're like, imagine getting that text, but you didn't get ready today because you had a lazy day, and you're like,
No, but I was like,
No.
Can I call you in like 30 minutes? It's a good amount of time to get mentally in the zone. In my
but
opinion.
makeup.
30 minutes, dude. I
Dude,
gave you 30 minutes.
Have you ever
bro.
talked to a girl? That shit takes 3 hours, bro.
okay, well, fuck. I should have given her 3 hours notice. But I called her, and sometimes these calls, like I said, can go an hour and a half long.
What do you do when you call? Like, do you put the phone down or do you like hold it? Like, what's your thing?
I just I don't even think about it. I just FaceTime her like I FaceTime you.
That's scary. What the fuck, dude? You know
I
what
just
I'd be
don't even think
doing?
about it. What's up?
The lighting, bro.
The lighting, you turn that.
Dude, I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah,
Guys,
guys.
here's a life hack. You're on Discord with somebody that you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Set the Discord theme to light instead of dark mode. You're gonna look crazy, but the lighting is gonna hit better on you.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Like if
Next
you're on
time.
Discord with somebody that you're talking to, you do light mode. The light shines better on you than
Why
dark mode.
Discord though, bro? Why do you say Discord?
Because sometimes you play games together. I don't know.
Okay, that's cute. Actually, that's really cute. But I was on FaceTime.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I look like a pussy right now.
Yeah, so I was like, Discord's crazy, bro. Fuck, like if you clip that, everyone's gonna be like, he's on Discord. He's a pussy.
Derek uses Discord. Why does he use Discord?
But so I FaceTime her, and these FaceTimes can go an hour and a half long. Sometimes they go even
Which is
longer.
fine.
Sometimes they go
It's
really
fine.
well, right? This one lasted about 8 minutes.
That's like 8 minutes is like when I poop and then I go on TikTok and then I wipe and then I wash my hands.
Yeah,
Like that's like just like one sitting.
yeah. Like this FaceTime was so bad, like it was unrecoverable. Really, it was genuinely unrecoverable. So after I told Derek, I told my friends Derek, like I said my friends, like he's not right here, but I told Derek and
He
Amy.
told me.
Yeah, I told this guy that the FaceTime went awful. and
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
wanna
read the
cancel
text.
date.
I'm gonna read.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I want to know why the FaceTime went. Okay.
Okay.
Can you be the girl?
No, I do. That's so rude.
That's so rude.
Like no, because like I cannot like it's so rude. I can't do it.
it just wasn't.
She was just
wasn't it?
very. It was like I don't want to be disrespectful, but it was a very dull FaceTime. I was putting a lot of energy into it.
Mm.
And it was very difficult to receive some of that spark back.
Okay, so Nico says, just had a FaceTime with this girl I'm going out with Sunday. It's not it, y'all. What do? We have plans for Sunday. And I said, why not? And then you said the message.
Yeah.
And then you were like, we always had one FaceTime, but didn't feel it.
Yeah, and I gave my reasonings for that.
Yeah.
But Derek and Amy gave me the confidence to text her that I'm not interested in seeing her
have
on
to.
Sunday.
Because you can
Yeah.
ghost, but since you made plans,
If you don't pull up to a date, you're an asshole.
You're a pussy for that.
unless you have a genuine excuse,
yeah,
if you make plans for a date and you don't pull up,
you're a pussy.
you're a pussy and you're an asshole.
Yeah.
So dude, here's the thing, is last year, no, me 2 years ago, I'm such a people pleaser that I would have gone out on the date with her, and then I would have gone out on another date with her. I would have gone out on a third date with her.
And you would have hated her the whole time.
Yeah, and then she would have been my girlfriend for a year. Wouldn't have said anything. Me 2 years ago would have done that.
Why?
Because I'm a fucking pussy, dude.
Like, but you consciously know that that's not the thing that you should be doing. You just have a hard time confronting it. Is it the confrontation?
It's the confrontation, but it's also making her feel bad. Like it's been 6 days, bro, but I still feel bad that I sent her that text of like, hey, I'm sorry, but I like don't want to go on the date.
You feel guilt?
I feel guilt, and I feel bad that I don't necessarily know that text made her feel bad, and I'm projecting that onto her, but I'm assuming that it didn't make her feel great to receive that text, right?
Yeah.
So I feel bad about that. 6 days later, I still feel bad, and my anxiety, like, I still think about it, bro. Like, my anxiety's still bad about it. I don't know why. It's been 6 days, bro. Fix me.
You don't know why. I think I don't think you like when people see you negatively.
It's not even that. It's I don't like it when I make somebody feel bad.
But it has nothing to do with how you feel. But everything about what they feel.
Yeah. Like, genuinely, like, I know there's people that dislike me, and I don't care.
Huh.
But it's like, if I accidentally come across like an asshole to somebody, that makes me feel bad because I made them feel bad. And I guess it is about my perception as well, actually. Like, I made, like...
You want to be seen as, like...
a nice person.
A nice person.
And then I feel bad, and I have a lot of anxiety when I don't come across like a nice person. And then I sent her that text, right? Of like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't really see this, like... I don't know what I said, but I sent her the text of like, I'm canceling our date Sunday. Story, big bro.
Yeah.
And then she replied, and all she said to me was poppin' bees.
Oh, dude, I thought she actually replied. What's poppin' bees, bro?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to Beersos. My name is Nicholas Potspot.
My name is D-R-A-K. Is that it? You no strip zoo.
Oh my god, you don't have a no strip on today.
I know.
I'm sorry, I
because I was trying to. I didn't have a no strip yesterday, and I felt fine. But it's hard the reason I wear a no strip on the episode is it's hard for me to talk without a no strip. So actually, I'm gonna go put one on.
Are you serious? You want to put one on right now?
Like, I've been mouth breathing the whole first 15 minutes. It's probably hard to listen
you
to.
actually want to pause? Okay, let's go on a pause.
Like, it's probably really annoying for them. No, give me a minute, y'all.
Okay.
We don't even have to pause. All right, we're back.
We're back. Okay, this guy fucking fixed his nose. But dude, my anxiety just in general over the past year, I've noticed it's been way higher than usual.
Like, so it's getting worse.
My anxiety's gotten worse. Like, dude,
any rational or any theory on why it's worse?
I think
because you said 2 years ago you would have went on the date with her and then she would have been your girlfriend for a year.
My people pleaserness has went down, but my anxiety's gotten
those are two
worse.
Different things.
Yeah, they are definitely like, you know those Venn diagrams.
Oh yeah, there's some shit in the middle.
Yeah, there's this shared shit, but they are kind of two separate things. But my anxiety in general for the past year, I don't know if even you've noticed this, it's just gotten worse.
I probably, if I paid attention a lot, I could notice it.
Yeah.
But I don't pay attention that much, so I didn't. Like, if you asked me, yes or no, has my anxiety gotten worse, I could positively say yeah. But it's not like an active thing that I consciously think about. Oh, Nico's anxiety is getting worse.
Yeah, it's just like a thing that happens.
So why do you think it's getting worse?
Generally, I put a lot of thought into this, and I think it's because of just the amount of change that's going on in my life.
Is anxiety... Okay, wait. Is anxiety like uncertainty that's uncomfortable to the point where it's...
For me, it's... I think the way to look at it is anxiety is just overthinking situations to a pulp, if that makes sense, and kind of going through every single timeline. Or say you walk away from a conversation, you run through the whole conversation in your head and see if you said anything wrong to make that other person upset. It's just the feeling it's grown more over the past year just because of the amount of stuff that's changed in my life. Like, to be honest, in the past 6 months, so much has changed.
So if you think there was no change, you'd be less anxious because you'd be more comfortable with your surroundings or your environment?
I thrive on patterns. Just as every human does. And when there's a lot of patternistic changes, it's stressful. Like, as an example, the Patreon shout out. When we like, I wanted to make sure, like, we sat down.
I
we planned
gaslighted
it.
you to start it faster.
Yeah,
That's one of the ways I gaslighted you.
Like, I'm glad you gaslighted me to start it faster because I would still be working on it to this fucking day,
and we wouldn't have started. it.
To make sure that we nailed it. But like, I would
kind of nailed it.
Yeah, we kind of did. But I wanted to execute it so perfectly.
Yeah.
That my anxiety around it was like super bad around starting the Patreon because I wanted to make sure the content was good. I wanted to make sure it was worth people's money. And I didn't want to like fucking just waste people's money and waste people's time. Like, that's so disrespectful. But it's
$5 is literally nothing though.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it's objectively, I know.
Yeah, okay.
But it's so hard to stay objective when your anxiety
when your brain doesn't want to.
Yeah, it's like I know objectively, me with that girl that I canceled the date on, she won't remember this in a month. And she probably forgot about it by now.
Happened to her before, and she's probably done it before.
Yeah, this has probably gone down. It means nothing objectively, but my brain doesn't focus on objectives. My brain focuses on what if she kills herself because I just made her upset. Right?
That's an extreme, bro.
Yeah, like, like that's an extreme exaggeration, but that's what my brain focuses on. And then, how do I even say this, bro?
What does it feel like?
Anxiety? What does anxiety feel like?
Because like, I have my moments. Like, I'm not purely non-anxious, but it's hard for me to understand because I feel like my moments are, because anxiety a lot of the time is an irrational feeling, you would say.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if my cat escaped, I'm anxious, but that's such a normal reaction.
Yeah.
But I guess to me, it just feels like the uncertainties.
It's the uncertainty.
Making me sweat.
Yeah.
Type
like,
thing.
Imagine, you know how you feel when you lost your cat?
Yeah.
Imagine feeling like that, but all the time.
Dude,
like, I feel...
you're stronger than me, bro.
I feel anxiety right now.
Like,
right now, as of recording this, looking at you in the eyes, the two cameras on us, the mics are going, everything's on, I feel anxious right now.
What is anxious about it?
My anxiety is like, I want the episode to be good. We're also performing a thing. I want to be able to express myself clearly to people that'll make sense and try to make you understand it. That's my anxiety right now. And by this also so many other things.
You feel that physically? You know, in therapy when they're like, how does that feel physically? Like, dude, I'm just anxious, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like genuinely my chest. Like, I always feel it in my chest. I've talked about this before in the drowning episode that I feel like something's on my chest. It's on my chest still. And it is what it is, bro. I just thug it out.
That's like, because when you put it into the perspective of that feeling that I lost my cat all the time, that sounds like horrible, bro.
Yeah, it's like, obviously, like, probably like getting tortured by the CIA is getting waterboarded is objectively worse, or getting stuck in one of those Vietnamese like foot traps in the jungle is objectively so much worse.
Yeah,
but like, I still feel bad most of the time.
I mean, those things are objectively worse, but like, even if you didn't have anxiety, you would still complain about something. So,
yeah,
like,
there's always going to be something, right? That's how humans fucking work. That's how the mind works. You know, like, I feel like my life is segmented into battles. So my early years of my life until I was about 12 years, my battle was against the man who was supposed to be my father. That was my first battle.
Yeah.
Then my second battle, from the ages of like 12 to 19, were the battle against
getting bullied by my friends in high school.
My battle was with OCD.
Yeah.
Right? I'll always have OCD for the rest of my life. I feel it right now, and it's literally talking to me. I'm realizing my battle from like 19 to whenever is my anxiety. It's with my anxiety.
The thing is, I think you're going to be the first guy that I know to beat anxiety, bro.
Because I'm starting so young.
You're starting young. Like, I don't know a single motherfucker that's beating it.
Yeah.
We know older people.
Yeah.
Kind of, I feel like you hit a point in your life where it's like if I'm gonna get good at a sport, I start young.
Yeah.
You know, you get rid of like anxiety, you start young.
I can't become an NHL pro when I start playing hockey at 15.
I know.
Like, you have to start when you're literally 4 years old.
And then it's like you start and you can only get so good. So like, I think you're starting at a good age.
Yeah. Like,
and an age where there's a lot of resources. There's a lot of shit on the internet that can help.
Yeah.
there's fucking drugs to help. There is.
Yeah, I honestly thought about trying medication, but apparently, like, I've seen your journey with medication and how it was so much trial and error. And
Yeah, but I'm a bitch, bro. Like,
no, but apparently, like, anxiety medication, it's really hard to hit the right one, and the side effects can be really bad.
yeah,
Like, Amy told me when she tried anxiety meds, her eczema flared up. Like, my eczema's already
yeah.
flared up. I
Like,
can't take
you
any
gotta
more
try
flare up.
it during the next pandemic.
Yeah, like when everything is yeah.
Because it was like a waste of my time.
Mm-hmm.
I was also insufferable to be around.
Yeah,
I turned into the most goated gaslighter ever. Like, those are bad things, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I turned into somebody that was horrible
Mm-hmm.
because like it affects your hormones or whatever.
Yeah.
So you got to do it like during a down period. Of,
I
like,
have to do it during a down
so like
period.
then your next down period is literally a pandemic or when you retire, bro.
Yeah, so it's gonna
So
be it's gonna be a fucking bit because I can't
Yeah.
afford to take meds right now and it fuck up. Like I can't afford to take medication right now and then not want to get out of bed for 3 days. Like I have to produce an episode of Beersos on time. It needs to come out Friday.
Is there
no
a-
lie.
I mean, I've never looked into like any of that, so I
Yeah.
don't know what the side effects would be, but hormonally it does affect, but it also saves lives.
Yeah, there's it can really help, but it could also you can get lucky and get it on the
You can
first
get
try.
Derek Zood or you can get saved.
Yeah. So it's either or, and it's like
Huh.
it's not even a 50-50. Like the odds aren't in your favor to get it on the first time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your play?
I don't know.
Oh shit, guys.
That's the issue. Is I do cope, but it's not good coping. I actually have only 2 good coping mechanisms. But everything else is bad.
cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah, like as an example, a coping mechanism is for me to just throw myself into editing, right?
Oh, so you don't have to think about it.
So I don't have to, or hang out with you or other people, so I don't have to think about it.
Hey,
Or
don't roll me into that.
so I don't have to think about
or
it.
porn.
Or jerking off, so I don't have to think about it, right? Like there's only 2 healthy ways that I deal with it in. One is going to therapy.
Yeah.
And then the other one is actually something our friend Derek taught me. Shout out.
He taught you 2 things this episode.
Yeah, he taught me to, dude, what a guy.
What a guy.
What a smart guy, huh? But he taught me he like kept it real with me. He was like, you're an anxious person in general. Which is true.
Yeah.
I'm just an anxious person in general. I'm going to feel anxiety no matter what because I'm an anxious bruh.
Yeah.
Right? And he said to not project your anxiety onto certain things. Like say, as an example, the FaceTime girl.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't have anxiety about that, it would be anxiety about something fucking else. No, don't because I'm just an anxious bruh.
Yeah.
Don't project my anxiety onto subjects. Don't project it onto external things. This is an internal war that's going on, right?
Yeah.
So I've tried this and it works, but it takes a really long time and it's taxing as hell. But to like lie down or just do something default, like stand there and just like literally stand like an
just
NPC.
stand.
Yeah.
Like, what's your idle animation? Just no animation?
Just me bouncing up like this.
Nice.
And to not project your anxiety onto anything, but just feel the emotion of anxiety until it goes away. And this can take forever or it can take 10 minutes.
As somebody that says I have so many problems and anxiety, I feel like the fact that you don't cry means that you're something.
It's like I can't.
You should
bro.
be able to.
Like I can't.
Why not?
Because it's cringe. No, because I don't know.
Alone? You don't have to do it on the camera like me.
I don't even know.
That was cringe.
I don't even know, like, I haven't done it in a bit. Like, I don't know how to.
Listen to a sad song.
Yeah, but okay, I'll try. But I'll send you a video. I'll send you a Snapchat video of me crying.
Do it for yourself. Like, I'm serious because, I don't know. One thing that Derek posted on his story was like, I cried 10 times today.
That's a
I would just keep it to myself personally. But I'm just playing. But it's it's like I feel like crying is a sort of emotional. You need to be somewhat emotionally aware to cry. You feeling this emotion and you're letting it in, and then you're crying. That's the physical reaction that your body wants to do.
Yeah, like
I feel like you really need to take that emotional. You need to get that physical reaction from feeling that emotion.
on goldfish, bro.
I don't really like goldfish.
That's crazy, dog. That's actually crazy. But
I'm on goldfish detox, bro.
when you're a kid, you can't really define a meaning of something because you don't know what it is.
You're like fucking brain dead because you're
right?
3, bro.
Like as an example, the word love, you can't like define it. You're 8.
Yeah.
Right? But then when your dad is like, look how much I love you, I'm doing all these things for you. But they're not things that somebody that loves their kid would do. You know what I mean? Like they're not actually
put it in like a okay.
Like it's like imagine I was like, Derek, look how much I love you. I'm gonna smash your room with a bat. I love you so much.
And then I'd be like, wow, that's amazing.
And you get yeah, exactly.
And then that's why. Oh my god! Like so many things are clicking for me. Like in a sense of like that's why girls with daddy issues like abusive men.
Yeah, right.
That's why you like abusive.
That's
men.
why I love abusive men. And you know I'm like, Derek, look how much I love you. I'm smashing your whole bat.
And then when you're a kid, you're like, that's fire.
Yeah, like the definition is fire, but it doesn't feel fire. And as you start to get older, you're like, oh wow, that really wasn't love. Even though this person was saying, oh, this is love. Look how much I love you. I'm doing all these things for you.
But you just like broke my switch, bro.
Yeah. If I loved you, would I smash your room with a bat? No. I would give you a back massage. I would give you a hug.
That's true.
And I would teach you how to make avocado toast.
No, you didn't teach me that.
No, I didn't teach you. But that's what somebody who actually loves somebody would do.
Yeah.
Somebody who loves somebody would not
smash my Nintendo Switch, bro.
Yeah. They would not have a lot of these narcissistic tendencies and really manipulate and I just like feel like I was manipulated as a little kid, right?
Yeah. Like it was uncertain whether you were. Did you feel an uncertainty on whether you were loved?
It wasn't even that. Like,
did you feel unsafe?
Yes, the reason why I've lived with my mom for the past 10 years is because it's not. For me, I don't feel safe anymore having a relationship with that person just because of so much shit that went down when I was a kid, right?
Uncertain.
Yeah, it's the uncertainty.
Oh,
right? And when you are really emotionally manipulated like that as a child, when you grow up, you're just going to be fucked up, bro.
Okay, I see the connection.
And you're going to have I really had to redefine what love was because obviously this person was like, I love you so much. Look at all these things I'm doing for you. But if they actually loved me, they would have never done those things in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you grow up and your perception is skewed. And then when you get yelled at for your whole life and you get in trouble all the time, like reflecting on my teenage years, I was a good kid. Honestly, bro. Like,
yeah.
I was an actual good kid.
No, like, dude, you were.
Right. I was a fucking obedient kid.
The thing is, it's sort of like, yeah, you were. Like you didn't do anything like.
Dude, the most fucked up thing I did.
You like were a slave, bro.
No, the most fucked up thing I did in high school was I made a rap album and I swore in it. That's the most fucked up.
And I don't think we ever talked about that.
Lil Thunder.
It was, you guys. Nico was a rapper in high school.
Yeah,
he was
a SoundCloud rapper.
No, his shit was fire.
It was gas, bro. Right? I was a really good kid. That was the most fucked up thing I did, and that wasn't even that fucked up.
All you did was pursue a creative career, bro.
Yeah, but then when you get like in trouble a lot for things that you perceive are small and things that are realistically actually really small and things that every other teenager does, and you just get yelled at all the time. When I got yelled at as a kid, I would snap into a mode of, oh my God, I have to fix this. Oh my God, I have to fix this. I have to fix this immediately. I'm in trouble. Oh my God, mommy's mad at me. I'm in trouble, guys. Something's wrong. Something's going down. I have to fix it immediately. I carry that into my adult relationships. If like you were mad at me about something, I would try to fix it immediately.
I'm going to keep that in mind, y'all.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to keep that one in mind.
Yeah,
for the future manipulation.
Guys, I'm giving him all the ammo he needs right now. Right? But like, you will carry these relationships with your parental figures into the future.
Yeah.
Right? And I made the call to break that relationship with my dad to the point where I don't want to mend it. Yeah. Like I'm so chilling right now. Like I'm vibing without that guy right now.
Yeah. She broke you up.
Exactly. And when you have two parents that fucked up in a lot of areas,
Yeah.
the anxiety is going to carry into your adulthood and it will affect you every day. Like when my parents got divorced, bro, they got divorced when I was 4. I tried to fix that shit.
Dude, don't, guys, do it for me.
Yeah.
This isn't you.
Yeah, like, dude, I pulled this isn't you,
Yeah.
guys. Like, I tried to fix it when I was 4 and I took that responsibility upon myself.
So if you're in a relationship right now,
Mhm.
and like, let's say there's tension, you want to fix that shit now. And if you don't, you're so scared.
Yeah, like a part of it is also the maturity of realizing that don't let something bubble up.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
But then there's also the part of, oh my God, she mad at me. Something's wrong.
Like when you're in a relationship, are you always scared that like they're upset at you?
I used to, now I'm chilling because I dealt with that. But like, yeah, like I used to.
Well, it's really
be-
normal because it accentuates in a vulnerable relationship like that.
Yeah.
In your romantic relationships, you will feel these triggers times. Like if it's times 2 with me, it's going to be times 10 with the romantic person.
Yeah.
This is such a vulnerable relationship. That's just how it's going to work.
Yeah, so I've had to like put in a lot of work, and I put a lot of work in my second relationship to make sure I killed that.
Yeah.
Because my first one, I was like, oh shit, like every time I said to, like, dude, like if I like a year ago, if I texted this guy and I was like, hey dude, you want to hang out today, and all he said was yes, I thought that he would want to kill me. Now I'm like, no, he just said
No,
yes,
I
he
just
wants
said
to hang
yeah.
out. Yeah,
So, like I just said yeah, bro. Like
yeah, like
no, I would say yeah. What you trying to do though?
yeah, like that a year ago, or not even a
Yeah.
year ago, like 2 years ago, I would have been freaking out.
That correlation to like always getting in trouble is like clear. Like you can make that correlation.
Yeah,
really easily
like I
as a
always
viewer
got in
as
trouble,
well.
and I always got yelled at.
Yeah.
Like always, like I've played this guy voice notes of my mom yelling at me, and it's fucked up. Like it's crazy. And then
dude, maybe you have narcissistic genes too. It looks like
it's in me, bro.
it looks like it's in you, bro.
It's fucking in me, bro.
Yeah.
And then, dude, when my parents got divorced, I had to play both sides of that divorce because I'm seeing my parents in equal amount. I'm going like 2 days, I'm seeing my mom, then 2 days, I'm seeing my two days, I'm seeing my dad, and you play both sides of it, and then you get so good at people pleasing on both sides and being like, yeah, dad, my mom was brain dead for that, you know, and then going to see my mom, and
you
then
were a spy.
yeah, like I was literally a fucking quadruple agent, bro. And then I got used to it, and then when I got older, I really thought about it to myself. What do I actually believe and what feels right? And then I made the call on which parent I actually want to have a relationship, which parent I actually want to live with. Because when you're 8, you can't make that judgment call. But when you're older and when you become a teenager, you kind of recognize what feels right and what feels wrong, right? Like I know these like kids will do things that they know aren't like they don't feel right, but they'll do it anyways.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're either pressured into doing it,
kids,
and they're kids, right? Like I had to really think when I was 13, but it's like
fucking first playing with your penis for the first time.
yeah, like I had to put that shit on pause until I was midway through my teenage years because I had to fucking use all my brain power on this shit.
That's
right?
why you didn't masturbate.
Yeah. See, like we all have our reasons here. But then you have to actually think and make a judgment call on which parent you want to spend your time with, what actually feels like love, and what actually feels like getting gaslit 24/7.
So with these two pillars, it seems like for me and like from listening to this, it just feels like arrested development, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like
your brain wasn't supposed to develop like that, but then it did.
it's not even arrested development, it's I developed the wrong way.
The wrong way. Like arrested would have actually been better.
My like I developed into my goal in life being to have nobody mad at me ever. But I don't get that. That's not realistic.
Well, I'll say this to you if you're anxious about it. The way you've described these stories does correlate pretty well with how you've turned out.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense, like the way you've put it so far.
Yeah.
Like I can be like, oh yeah, no, you're right. It makes sense, y'all.
Okay, no lie. Can we pee, bro? You drank your whole Gatorade. I only drank half, but I have to pee.
I need to more.
Do you want me to fill? You want to split this with
No,
me?
I'm just gonna put water in.
You know why? The thing is, I want this whole thing, brother.
Wait,
but I'm a
dude.
people pleaser, so I want to split it with you. Okay.
It's fire, bro.
Yeah, we're back.
Gabagool.
Dude, that's live.
Yo,
bro.
we're back from pee break. No, this is the back. Guys, we're back from pee break.
What's up?
Do you get anxious?
Yeah.
When you're masturbating?
Yeah.
For what?
I just think about shit, bro.
Even when you're watching the most fire porn?
Not the most fire.
Okay, if it's the most
But,
fire, then
like-
you're not anxious.
Like I just like
Dude,
dude.
that's a genuine question. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even
Like
trying
I
to
get anxiety when I'm masturbating. Yeah. I get anxiety, dude. I feel anxious genuinely. I was gonna say 90%, but I feel like it's even higher.
Did weed help?
Depends on. No, that's why I like to smoke most of the time by myself or people with I know.
You should
people I know.
smoke weed more.
No, but if I smoke weed, like I've smoked
night.
weed before, and then like talk to people afterwards. But like a lot of people that I don't know, like I've smoked weed at like an Alex's party before. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this
smoke
at
weed
all.
at a party.
No, yeah, no. It's
Like
not
I
okay.
think if you medically took marijuana, like at night, that could help.
That shit could be gas.
It could be fire.
Like it could honestly.
No,
be
like
really
you should
fucking
try
good.
it.
But like, cause I feel anxiety more than 90% of the day. Like
Yeah.
the only time I actually have peace and quiet in my brain and I'm not feeling anxiety is the 2 minutes before I fall asleep when I'm so tired I just can't even think about anxiety. Like you know that line where you're awake and you're asleep and there's
you're
that
like
transitional.
you're like 50-50.
Yeah, like it's like I'm about to fall asleep right now. That's the only time I feel peace and quiet.
The thing I'm not understanding now, and I can imagine, but for clarification,
Yeah.
what is, because I understand why you would feel anxious when you had to text the girl,
Yeah.
but what's like the day-to-day at home anxiety?
It really differs and it changes from subject to subject or whatever chapter I'm on in my life, or if something's happened, I feel anxiety about that. Like I project anxiety onto that subject, but there are main occurring things kind of staying headstrong throughout my life, and a big one is beer sauce. The anxiety I have around beer sauce has kind of always stayed the same. Anxiety with beer sauce, I've talked about this before. It's high. It's always going to be high, and it's high right
For the
now.
product, for like, I need to perform. This needs to flow well. This needs to be entertaining. Right?
I'm glad. Like I don't care about views, to
That's
be
me.
honest, because I know you
watch
have.
you,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you.
And I care about quality, but
Not as much.
not as much.
Yeah,
you
like,
got me, bro.
Yeah, I have you. Like for context, Derek always edits the clips for social media, and I always edit the main podcast. Since we started, I've edited the main podcast, and I will continue to do that.
Doesn't that like mesh so well though? Like if you really
It
think
makes so
about
much
it,
sense,
I
right?
don't know, like it really fits perfectly.
Like it's a great puzzle piece, right?
Yeah.
It's like they fit perfectly together. And I will always continue to focus on the main episode. Like I would give everything I have away to make sure that like every episode was quality. This shit could get 0 views, I wouldn't care. As long as I felt it was good, that's what matters. I don't care if it gets 1 view or 10,000. I don't care. As long as I feel like it's good and I'm proud of it, then I'm happy. And
internal validation king.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get internally validated through everything around my life. But my obsession with beer sauce is to a sickening standard.
Is it like, so let's say it's not whether they enjoy it, it's whether you think it's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Genuinely. Because we've recorded episodes of beer sauce before and not published them because they're not good. Well, I don't feel like they're good. And then I'm like, yo, let's hit another one.
Yeah.
Right? Like my obsession with quality, it's like one of the, like beer sauce is
And
probably,
you're thinking about that a lot.
I think about it all the time. Right now, I'm thinking about editing the Jaspal episode and how I want it to be good. Because Jaspal's episode is coming out a week before this.
Do you enjoy editing it?
It depends. It really depends. Like sometimes, like as an example, editing is Amy's episode that most recently came out.
It was funny.
Really fucking funny episode.
Hard.
But the original cut of the episode without editing it on top of Patreon footage was about 2 hours and 20 minutes of content that I had to edit in 3 days.
You knew it was that long, and you knew the time restraint.
Yeah.
So before even going into that, you were probably not.
I was fucking not chilling.
What about during?
No, it was rough, dude. It was really rough. Like,
so you would say that was a bad time.
That was a bad time. The episode was fantastic.
Yeah.
Because we made sure it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I put all the editing into like, even when we opened the lottery ticket in that episode, I cut like 10 minutes out because we were just trying, trying to figure out how to open it and it just ruined the pacing. So I cut 10 minutes of that. But like my obsession with it, my obsession with the editing of it, the flow of it, and the art of it kills me. But I love it.
What do you think the long-term effect of that is? I know the long-term effect of my views thing.
Yeah.
I'll never truly be happy.
Yeah.
I know that.
Well, sometimes, like, no, I am happy usually because I make sure
Yeah.
that I'm happy with it. But it takes a lot of energy to make sure that I'm happy with it.
Yeah. So what do you think the long-term effects of that are, though?
Just getting tired, bro.
Like burnt out?
Yeah,
Burnout?
burnt out, and like sometimes we can't drop an hour and 40-minute episode every week because that's really tiring.
It is.
And when an episode is like an hour, I feel way better about editing it because it's an hour.
It's also like the anticipation edit is probably less anxious.
Because I have to like get that episode out on time, but I also want it to be really good.
Yeah.
And the quality of beer sauce will always consume me. It will continue to consume me. And like, it is what it is.
I think what's good for you recently is you see a future that nothing fixes and it gets worse, and you're actively so against that.
Yeah, like
you were probably disgusted by it.
Dude, on our pee break, I said to Derek while I was peeing in the bathroom, I was like, dude, I hate that I'm like this. Like, it's really tiring to always be anxious all the time.
No, it probably is. Like, it's probably exhausting. Like, your brain is just functioning at a level that, like, you're not, like, that is, you need to be studied, dude.
Yeah, like, imagine before you say anything or after you do anything, you analyze it to make sure it was good, to filter it out. But you already did it, and then you have to think about it and think of every possible thing.
And that's, like, probably draining for you because, like, let's say your brain has, like, a certain amount of reactions.
Yeah.
Like, half of yours are being spent on an internal thing that you can recognize as unhealthy.
Yeah, like, I feel anxiety about everything, all the time, every day.
Everything, everywhere,
all at once.
Anxiety edition.
And it will not turn off.
So, you know that, like, when you're 28 and this, if it stayed the same,
I would get burnt out.
You would be, like, miserable.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to fix it now.
Which is, like, the best, I mean, you know what they say, like, the best time to start something is literally right now.
Yeah, so I've started it, and I've taken so many things to, like, precautions to...
Which is good.
To work on it.
Because I know some people that they have this problem, and they victimize themselves, which hits. It hits.
Yeah.
It feels good. But there's no actual long-term benefit of victimizing yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're actively trying to push that rock up the hill instead of being like, damn, like, this rock is fucking heavy and I'm thirsty and now I'm hot and shit.
And it's rough. Like, I've only realized in the past year how bad it is.
Yeah.
And only now been like, wow, that is not normal to feel that high level of anxiety all the time. Like, that isn't normal to question every single text all the time, bro.
Yo, like,
I only don't question this guy's text. Every other text I question, bro.
Because you know that no matter what I text, you know the outcome.
Yeah.
You don't have so it's that uncomfortability that's scary for you.
Yeah.
What do you, I mean, I already asked you, but like, what do you, I mean, are you confident you'll get better?
It's like, I wasn't confident. I always thought my OCD was really bad and would always be bad. And I wasn't confident about beating it, but I did. And it obviously took a decade to do so. Yeah. I've actually, like, reflecting. I've had OCD since I was 4. Like, I've realized I've had OCD since I was 4, reflecting back on my past behaviors.
Damn.
But it took me 20 years to beat it.
OCD, like, genetic? Can that be genetic?
Possibly my mom has really bad OCD, but it's not as bad as mine. Mine is so much worse than hers.
Yeah, I think it skips a generation a little bit.
Yeah, but her mom, worst anxiety ever, right?
I guess, from my understanding, rationalizing helps for me.
Yeah, for me.
It doesn't for you at all.
For me, rationalizing is a cope in the moment, but I will still feel it later. I can focus on reality as much as I want, but no matter what I do, I will slowly drift back into my weird, obscure lens of the earth. Everyone has a weird, obscure lens of the earth. Why do you think the way you think? It doesn't, like, when it comes to people I care about, it's a different game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I have anxiety about, did I just say something that pissed Derek off? Whoopsies, I did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
But it did in reality. In reality, you're like,
when's the last time I got mad, bro?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
I don't think it's been a bit, bro.
Like, well, I get mad. I get frustrated.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just too warm.
Yeah. Well, for our hike tomorrow, you gotta watch out, bro.
Oh, dude, on our hike tomorrow, if I'm too warm and, like, somebody touches me, I'm gonna fucking fight, bro.
You're gonna punch me in the face
when I'm warm. I actually get frustrated.
Yeah.
But I don't get mad. It's just like there's just too much going on in my body.
But at the same time, like, if you were mad, say you were mad at me, I don't personally, from what I believe, I don't think you would ever like scream at me. I don't think you would ever do that.
Depends what you did. It would have to be really bad.
It would have to be really bad.
Yeah.
But like, how much like you kind of suppress, like, you suppress that the same way I suppress my anxiety. If I went to you every time I was anxious, I'd probably go to you 100 times a day.
Which would be like, I'd be like, it would just be fucking exhausting for me.
It's not your burden to deal with my anxiety. It's not anyone's burden.
Yeah.
Besides myself and my therapist, bro.
Like, I would love to help, but realistically, there's not actually a lot I can do.
Yeah.
Like, what are things I can do that helps?
Like, nothing, bro.
Like, I can be supportive.
Which you are.
I can also, like, give you my take on things when you ask.
Yeah.
But actually rewiring your brain therapeutically, like, I actually just can't do much.
But also at the same time, if I put that on you, that's not appropriate of me to do. If I actually...
In some cases, it is.
But for me to be like, oh, I'm so anxious, that's your problem, let's deal with it for me, bro.
Yeah.
That's not your responsibility. That's my responsibility.
No, but I want you to be able to rely on me.
Oh, yeah. No, and I do.
Like, and if it is an actual big deal.
Yeah. But when it comes to small things, like, somebody sent a text and I perceived it as rude when realistically it's not, that's not your deal. That's not your problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, okay, wait, what if you came to me for that and I validated it? Like, you think invalidating helps or validating helps? Because, like, how does that work?
All I want is the truth.
Do you do, CBT?
CBT?
Cognitive behavioral therapy?
I don't even know what that is, bro.
You gotta get on that shit.
Should I get on
Chat.
CBT? What is CBT?
It's just the type of therapy, but everyone comment, Nico, go to an anxiety specialist. You should go to an anxiety specialist. Like, this, like, the thing is, like, if I have back pain and you go to a chiropractor, I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, let's be real. Like, it's not that big of a deal, right? But if I was like pooping like blood every day, I'd probably go to the doctor.
I'm mentally pooping blood.
You're mentally pooping blood. You should go to the doctor. The thing is, it's not a physical thing, so I feel like there's like I don't know. There's not like, if you had cancer, you go to the doctor because there's a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should actively look for an anxiety therapist.
I want to reflect on myself in a decade and be like, oh, I don't feel as much anxiety anymore.
Or a year.
I mean,
or 3 months.
I mean, actually, I want to be improving, and I have improved.
Yeah.
I'm way better than I was a month ago, but way better from negative $1 billion to negative $9 billion, or, well, dude, I don't know the numbers.
I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, I see that you're taking steps, which is admirable, because you could just be like, I've also been in the past where I didn't feel good and I just victimized myself because it feels better sometimes to do it. It's more comfortable, but you're taking the steps to do it, which is admirable. Yeah. I think you should do like a specialist though.
Yeah. I need to look. I definitely, maybe journaling as well.
Journaling, dude. And also, like, get a pretty journal. Also,
I do gotta invest in a pretty journal.
If you write like a piece of shit, you're not gonna want to journal.
Okay, well, I have to like fix my handwriting. My handwriting is really bad.
But like, the thing is, if you try to write nice though, it might take 9 years, bro.
I'm gonna be journaling forever, dude. I have like shit to do, bro.
Everybody comment journal prompts.
Good idea.
I think you should like comment anxiety journal prompts.
Yeah.
And maybe if they're fire, I'll fucking send them to you and I'll be like, write about this today, pussy.
And then I'll actually, no, but if you call me a pussy, I'll do it.
Yeah.
If this guy ever calls me a pussy, like, I automatically do things. Like, that does not stop me, bro.
And what do we want to do? We want to give some advice.
Yes, we do want to give advice. But we're not going to do that shit.
I like giving advice.
Yeah, not for free, though,
giving
bro.
Advice is fun. Not for free,
except for the therapy episodes, but not for free any other time.
Yes. Maybe the person that's anxious should give anxiety, because you know what it's like.
Yeah.
Do you think my anxiety advice is good? Because I don't know what it's like.
But what it does, it snaps me into reality, which is great, because now I actually know what that lens looks like. But now I have to just deal with moving the perspective. My brain's still stuck down this lens, but I need to, like, you made the lens of reality clear for me. You can't do anything for me to move my body there. Like, I have to physically move it to see what that lens looks like.
Our Patreon fucking chat is popping right now. Somebody needed anxiety advice. Yeah. I'm going to move that lens. You're gonna move that lens, hopefully,
or relate
and
validate them.
And we are gonna tackle this problem together.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to. Hopefully, they're cool with us reading this.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on the Patreon.
I mean, you did it publicly.
Yeah, you kind of put it in the Patreon message chat, bro.
Yeah. Anxiety advice.
Anxiety advice coming now.
I love giving advice. I get fucking horny.
Do you get horned up giving advice?
I get so horny when I give advice that like you're gonna want to see this.
Oh my god, wait, dude, I want to see the boner. I want to see the boner through the pants, bro.
Not for free. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Beersos.